Welcome to Swannanoa. Yep, I know it's not much. A couple weeks ago, I released a video about up-and-coming areas in Asheville, North Carolina, and I included Swannanoa in that video. So this is really up-and-coming area. It's more of a suburb of Asheville, not in the traditional sense. It doesn't feel or look like a typical suburb of a big city, but this is an area that is super conveniently located to Black Mountain, to Asheville, East Asheville, to all the conveniences, offers a lot more affordable living. The cost of living is less than in Asheville and Black Mountain, which is why I wanted to highlight the best places you can live in right here in Swannanoa. I want to start with Beacon Village, which is where I am right now. Beacon Village is a historic neighborhood of Swannanoa. It was originally centered around the Beacon manufacturing plant that used to be right behind me. It burned out about, I want to say 20 years ago. And since then, it was just like that. But recent funding is allowing to revitalize this whole area behind me, and 40-acre property will be converted into a park, into green space, into walking trail, into bike park. So it's going to be really awesome place to have right here in Beacon Village. In terms of housing and places to live in Beacon Village, you're mostly looking at single-level homes that are older, that were built in the 1920s, 30s, 50s, with some pockets of newer homes that are sprinkled here and there all throughout Beacon Village. Now, there are kind of two parts to Beacon Village. One part is located on one side of the highway and railroad tracks, and the other part is located on the opposite part. But throughout the whole Beacon Village, you will see that the styles of homes are very similar, the sizes of homes are very similar. Those will not be your grand big houses. Those are smaller houses, which is why they are more affordable. Median and average sales price here in Beacon Village is around $310,000 right now. And this part of Swannanoa, this neighborhood of Swannanoa in particular, is really that up-and-coming area because of that manufacturing plant space that will be converted into huge park for all the residents, for all the locals to enjoy, and it will be in a walking distance to most of everyone who live in Beacon Village. Now, there's not a whole lot that's going on in Beacon Village right now. I mean, there are a couple of churches and of course a brewery. Of course there will be a brewery. Asheville is a beer city, USA, so you're gonna have breweries on every corner, and there's one on the corner right here. And some buildings that were kind of not neglected necessarily, but abandoned or halfway used. The Swannanoa Bank is right behind me, the original one. So stuff like that. So you're not gonna see a whole lot of stuff or places to go to. The closest will be Black Mountain, and there's quite a few nice places to go for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and of course coffee shops and breweries, more breweries in Black Mountain, which is only like 10 minutes down the road. Or you can hop and go east. Go to East Asheville or to Asheville, and that's another 10-15 minutes, and you have all the restaurants there. To go to shopping, you have your Ingles grocery store just right down the road, so not too far. And I'm gonna wait for that. To have even more shopping, that would be all in East Asheville. In fact, even Black Mountain doesn't have all the shopping. So you would need to go to East Asheville at least to go to Target, Walmart, Lowe's, Asheville Mall is right there. Whole Foods is just down the road. I would say it's probably 10-15 minutes from here, so it's not too far. But again, you get a lot more for your money when you live here in Beacon, in the historic Beacon Village. Welcome back to my channel. It's so good to see you again. This is ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕟𝕟 with ℨ𝕠𝕟 Realty, powered by eXp Realty here in Asheville, North Carolina. This channel is all about living, breathing, going to school, having babies, relocating, different areas, different parts of town, different towns around Asheville. If you're new here and you want to follow along, click that subscribe button and hit a little bell to get notified every time we make a new video. For help to relocate, our contact information is down in the description. You know what to do. Do not wait. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Do not think that you're going to bother us. Just pick up that phone, call us, or email us. We'll be happy to help. B3 community is another place in Swannanoa that is a little more quiet. It's a little bit more tucked away. It's not right next to the highway or right next to railroad tracks. It's a little bit more tucked away, but still very close to everything else. And it's mainly a road, this road right here, that has all these pocket neighborhoods that go off of it. Some of them are older, some of them are newer, some of them are brand new, some of them are very established. Like this one looks very established. B3 Forest is the name of it. Cherry Blossom Cove or B3 Village Cliffside or Magnolia Ridge. All these little smaller communities, some are more established than others, are located right off of this road. So this is one of the examples of one of the communities, one of those pocket neighborhoods in the B3 community that is literally right around the corner from Asheville Christian Academy and public schools as well here in Swannanoa. And that's Asheville Christian Academy. Magnolia Ridge community is a brand new community of brand new homes that are kind of sitting on a hill, have a little bit of a driveway that's going up the hill. Brand new homes right here in Swannanoa. So this area really is a good mix of old and new, historic meets new, in a nice blend with nature as a backdrop. Gotta be careful with construction sites. I almost hit that dumpster. And of course, there's a ton regular homes that are not in any kind of communities. They're just sitting by themselves on some acreage or not, everywhere across Swannanoa and frankly, Western North Carolina. I think this is one of my favorite houses. Grovemont is another very well established historic neighborhood that is right here in Swannanoa. It's actually also, I swear that I saw this car already. It's like chasing me. Okay, let's start over. And that gas station and the coin laundromat are kind of like landmarks where you enter Grovemont here in Swannanoa. Grovemont is another very well established historic neighborhood right here in Swannanoa. It's actually very centrally located and has this park as a center of it. There's a playground that's right behind me and a library, which they're trying to shut down and kind of recombine with, I think, Black Mountain Library. I'm not sure about all the details, but the locals are not happy about it. So if you have a say, if you want to chip in, voice your opinion against the closure of this library that's right in the middle of Grovemont. And Grovemont, just like a lot of other very well established and even historic neighborhoods, has a combination of these historic homes, older homes that were built, 100 years ago, 50, 70, 80 years ago, as well as pockets of newly built homes right here mixed with older homes. Median and average sales price in Grovemont is a little higher, between $380,000 and $400,000. And Grovemont has a little bit of history behind it, kind of sad, I think. So in early 1920s, 1924 to be exact, the developer E.W. Grove, hence the name Grovemont, had a couple of projects going on in the area, and one of them was supposed to be the Grovemont on Swannanoa, built as America's first planned community. And so this 500-acre tract located half a mile east of the town of Swannanoa was designed with more than 500 residential lots and 100 business lots in mind. So kind of like ℊ𝕠𝕟 Park, modern ℊ𝕠𝕟 Park, that's located in Asheville, in South Asheville. Long story short, one thing after another, on January 27 in 1927, Grove died at the age of 77, and his death followed by the 1929 market crash, ultimately killing the project. And after that, 19 homes were constructed in the planned community. Today, only 15 of those properties remain. The Grovemont of today is still a web of streets anchored by a central park, which has been rebuilt to feature a playground, a walking path, and a playing field, as well as Swannanoa Library, which, like I said, they're trying to shut down. So if you want to voice your opinion and stand with people of Swannanoa, say it so. Support them so that they keep their library. And I'm on my way to the next destination to show you another type of community that is located right here in Swannanoa, and it is a great place to live. Quite a bit different price range. So, and the purpose of it is to showcase as much as possible for different levels, for different tastes, and there's a little bit of everything here. And this is kind of what I do when I do virtual showings. When I have to show a house to somebody who is not here in the area, I have my phone with me, I drive around and I point and shoot and describe how I get there, the road, everything that's on the way, all that good stuff. So the next community is a mountain community, and as you could see previously, all those other communities were kind of in the valley and didn't have much mountains. In fact, they were pretty flat. I'm crossing the highway, so this way will take you back to Asheville, about 5 minutes. And the mountains are calling right there. There's a number of mountain communities all over the place, and here in Swannanoa in particular, such as Alpine Mountain, High Hickory, and some other ones, where you can buy anything from houses to vacant lots. And today I wanted to showcase High Hickory community because it is really special to have it right here in Swannanoa. So let's go and proceed through the gate. This is the entrance. It's right behind me. See the gate? Gotta have a code. No code, no entrance. And luckily, one of our clients is under contract for a vacant lot right here in High Hickory, so I have access and can show you around. So here we go, mountain community. It immediately starts going up, as you can see. A ton of rhododendron and laurel, mountain laurel, a lot of all those evergreen shrubs. When they bloom, it's gonna be gorgeous in here. Now, this is what you can expect from living in a mountain community. Lots of streams and creeks. It's very beautiful here. High Hickory is the newest mountain community here in the area. It is very similar to ℂ𝕁𝕗 in terms of what it offers. It's the idea behind it, the philosophy behind it. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles like ℂ𝕁𝕗 has, but the idea is very similar. It is also very similar to communities like Couch Mountain and Sprout that are located south of Asheville in Fletcher and Hendersonville area. But this one is right here. It was started just a few years ago. It's still, there's quite a few houses there, but still more to be built. And what makes this community different from a lot of other regular mountain communities is that High Hickory is an environmentally conscious mountain community offering a low-density design of large wooded home sites on 430 acres of land. This active community features a 150-acre nature preserve with miles of hiking and biking trails, neighborhood gardens, waterfalls, and streams. High Hickory strongly encourages the use of renewable energy sources, green building techniques, backyard farming, and native landscapes. For example, this bee village is a collection of aesthetically pleasing hives. It will house the community of honeybees. This apiary will be managed by a local beekeeper who will help educate residents about benefits of the bees and how to manage and maintain their own beehives if they choose to do so. And so this one is one of many trails that this community has to offer. I'm already out of breath. Man, I need to exercise more. Whew. One of the trails has a lookout. The lookout at High Hickory Knob, located at over 4,000 feet in elevation. The lookout provides expansive panoramic views of the craggy mountains and Swannanoa Valley. So you wouldn't even need to leave the community to go on the hike, to get away from everyone, have some nice views, and just be surrounded by nature. Of course, not all home sites will offer amazing mountain views. Some will have very wooded lots, wooded, views of the woods, but some will have amazing views. I'm gonna show you with my drone. Right now, there are no houses for sale in High Hickory. Everything that's for sale, and there's just a handful of them, are vacant lots. So you can buy a vacant lot and build a house on it. Make sure you read the covenants and restrictions and the requirements, because there's quite a few. I mean, they really, really care about how the house will fit into the environment, how it's gonna sit on the lot, and it's gonna be kind of integrated into the landscape, into the mountains, into the nature, so all that good stuff. I bet this home has some amazing views from the top of all the mountains, layered mountain tops. This is just nice. This community does not have city water, city sewer, so you will have to drill your own well and have your private septic. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And that's the community garden up there at the top, kind of on the corner. Very accessible by everyone. So here is your community garden for everyone to enjoy, participate. I see some kale growing already. Looks great. Right next door. Again, there's quite a few other mountain communities in Swannanoa. This one is more special, I felt like. That's why I wanted to feature it. Some other communities you might be able to find homes. In fact, I know there's a home for sale, brand new construction in Alpine Mountain. Right now, it's in the, I think, $1.2 million. So there are different options. If you need help figuring out which part of Swannanoa or Asheville or Western North Carolina in general is going to be the right fit for you and your family based on your needs, based on your work, school, hobbies, whatever that might be, reach out to me and my team. We'll be happy to help and walk you through the process. Our contact information is down in the description.